And I'm not eating crow here. I just said, oh, Joe, you know, you're wrong or you're covering up. But then when I looked at the facts and talked to folks, it's reasonable to say that Bourdain could have killed himself because now I've talked to a bunch of people that know him and know his friends, including somebody that works here, who I separately said, what did you hear? And it was the exact same thing I had heard about, you know, a certain thing. She don't lie, she don't lie, she don't lie. Cocaine. Joe Rogan is a really smart guy, and he has a lot of diverse guests on his show, and he's got undoubtedly the #1 podcast in the world, routinely 20 million viewers every time he does a show. Because, you know, everybody can say, oh, I had 20 million here, 50 million there, 10 million here, but every time it's 20 million. When I came on, it's one of the biggest podcasts he ever had, 40+ million. That was back in February of 2017. And I got mad when he kind of went with mainstream news that, you know, Soros wasn't a Nazi collaborator, whatever. Joe was saying, listen, I don't even know the facts of that. I was just going off the news and what Roseanne Barr had apologized for. But on the subject of Joe Rogan, I believe he's a good guy who is morally trying to tell the truth. And I don't judge him for some of the things that he said or done because he's just looking at all perspectives. And that said, I'm not saying he's right, saying I'm wrong that Anthony Bourdain was not killed nefariously in foul play by somebody that wanted insurance money or by Hollywood star killers or by the Clinton mafia because he was getting ready to go public against them. But now that I've talked to people separate from Joe who knew Bourdain and who knew what was going on in New Jersey and New York when he came to visit, and since I got contacted by a lot of folks that knew Bourdain, he had a serious alcohol problem and some other problems and was really depressed about it. A lot of this he'd been public about. And I learned that he did talk to other people about suicide and that his reported new girlfriend, who had been exposing some of the sex abuse stuff of Weinstein to him, she'd been stepping out with a couple of guys. He'd gotten really depressed over it. And then he got really jet lagged and really just burnt out. And that I think it was reasonable for Joe Rogan to say that he thinks he really committed suicide. And I'm not eating crow here. I just said, oh, Joe, you know, you're wrong or you're covering up. But then when I looked at the facts and talked to folks, it's reasonable to say that Bourdain could have killed himself because now I've talked to a bunch of people that know him and know his friends, including somebody that works here, who I separately said, what did you hear? And it was the exact same thing I had heard about, you know, a certain thing. She don't lie, she don't lie, she don't lie. Cocaine. So I don't want to speak ill of the dead. He was a great guy. He meant well. He was getting ready to go against the Clintons. That stuff's true. He did do the Elon Musk interview. He was awakening. He did say the things about how, you know, they were threatening him. So they could have killed him. I was right that he said those things and was about to go public against them. That's true. So that looks suspicious, and I think it should be looked at and investigated. But then I got contacted by a lot of folks going, man, Bourdain, dude, Bourdain could, like, knock out 2-3 bottles of whiskey a day, 6, 7, 8 bottles of wine. Bourdain was not proud of it, but Bourdain was like a vacuum cleaner when it came to stuff up his nose. And again, I'm not speaking ill of the dead. Everybody's got their issues. I'm just saying that then I heard all that, how depressed he was, and his girlfriend was reportedly cheating on him. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, then I guess I was kind of an a-hole just going, Joe, how dare you say, you know, that he probably committed suicide? Well, I talked to people that say it's about to go public. So you can see my perspective, and I've been proven right that was going on, but then I learned how messed up Bourdain was, how shot he was, how tortured he was. It's very sad, but at least he had a soul. He was concerned about rape of women and kids, and he was starting to speak out. So I think it's an open question, but I think it's very reasonable what Joe Rogan said by saying, hey, look, I think he might have killed himself, Alex. You can't be conclusive.
You know, someone very profoundly once said many years ago that if fascism ever comes to America, it'll come in the name of liberalism.
You're a white man! You're a white man!
If you are receiving this transmission, you are the resistance.
Maximize your potential and take your body back with Super Male Vitality. We're breaking the conditioning and fighting back against the globalists' war on male vitality. Our ultimate non-GMO formula is sourced from powerful organic herbs that have been gathered from around the world and then concentrated for maximum potency. Super Male Vitality was developed to activate your body's natural processes instead of using synthetic chemicals. InfoWars Life wants to bring you the highest quality products. Our unique combination of ingredients is designed to assist the body in regulating proper balance and creating superior vitality in males. Support your body and mind and take yourself to the next level. Boost your vitality and energize your life. Take control of your body. Grab a bottle of Super Male Vitality today at InfoWarsLife.com. That's InfoWarsLife.com.